Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 53 of our Islanders Jam Mode. So, in the last episode, we traded Matthew Barzal to the Chicago Blackhawks for a third-round pick. Reason being is we had some good centers coming up, and Barzal was kind of complaining about his lifetime. It's good we did move him because now we have this youngster, Thomas Josephson, who we drafted in the first round in 2025 as our third-line center. He could be the next John Tavares as he's the center sniper. And then Edwin Ramsey is also playing center on the fourth line. We put John Tavares on the wing this start the season because Velarde's now our first line center. But yeah, so that's what our lines look like for the start of the season. Lucas Braun also is making his NHL debut this season. So let's see how we do in the preseason and our player stats. And then we will get the season started. I'm probably going to slow sim the first game of the season just so we could see how our youngsters do in their first game. But yeah, so interested to see how those guys turn out. Okay, so first preseason game in New Jersey. Once we do the scouting assignment, might be a good year for rookies because everything looks like an A- for the most part. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so it should be a good year for rookies, so we might get a good prospect if we don't make the playoffs this year, but I'm hoping we will continue that streak of making the playoffs. Not sure how far we're going to get because last year we only made it to round number 2, but hopefully we make it farther than that last year. So currently we're 2-3-0 in this preseason, make that 2-4-0. It's not a very good preseason so far. Last game of the preseason against the 5-1-0 Pittsburgh Penguins. And we are 3-4-0 in the preseason. Let's just check our player stats. And sorry if you could hear my cat. She's right on my back right now as I'm leaning over to commentate. Not the best position to be in, but whatever. Okay, so wow. Josephson had a great preseason as a youngster. That's nice to see. He was our leading point man with 1 goal, 6 assists. Then followed by Leon Draisaitl, who we might actually have to move eventually as well. Tavares with 5 points. I was saying 5. Gore had 5 points. That youngster's doing good. Dalcoli, Velarde, Ramsey, Strome, Prince, and Pulak all with 3 points. Savard, Grimes, Braun, Day, Tarasov with 2 points, and then McDonough and Grellinger with 1 point. So everybody on the entire team had points, which is very good. Very happy to see that. And in our goaltending, McMillan had a very good preseason for goals against, even though he went 2-4-0. Yeah, he had a very good save percentage and stuff like that, but the team just did not get it done. And then Soderstrom played 1 game only during the preseason and got a shutout, it looks like. Yep. So very good preseason for defensively, and our offense, our entire team pretty much put up some good numbers in that preseason. So despite us having a bad record, we played pretty good. Hopefully that continues for the regular season. So yeah, let's go up to the first game of the season and see how our players play in their first NHL games. That being Josephson, Ramsey, and Braun, I think. Yeah, just Josephson, Ramsey, and Braun. I don't know if Ramsey should be considered still a rookie. So first game of the season against Detroit on home ice too. So youngsters get a chance to play in front of the home town crowd to start the season. So first period, and it's a 2-1 lead for Detroit. So Grellinger opens the scoring again, like I think he did that last season as well, followed by Adrian Kemp and whoever this Davis guy is. So 2-1 Detroit after 1 second period, and it's 3-3 now. So Hosang and Dalcoli took us the lead, but then Connor Garland ties it up at 3. So tie game going into the third. We're out shooting them badly, and Josephson picks up his first NHL goal in the third period. Nice goal from the youngster. That's a huge one to give us the lead here, and maybe that will be enough because we're out shooting them by a lot. So power play and no dice there. Not power play. Time is running out, and that's gonna be it. So Josephson's first NHL goal is the game-winning goal. So let's look at the stats. So Grellinger from Grimes and Hosang, Hosang from Tavares and Velarde, Dalcoli from Tavares and Velarde, and Josephson from Pulak and Grimes. So very good first game. We let in a lot of goals, but we played great offensively. There's the 3 stars, Hosang with 2 points, Tavares with 2 points, and Josefson with a goal. Okay, so we're going to continue the simulation. I'm going to get my cat off my back as well. Well, I'm at it because it's kind of awkward when you have a cat on your back and trying to commentate. But so we start off the season with a nice win. It's good. Let's sim up to here and I'll get my cat off my back. So I'll be back in a bit, guys. Okay, there you go. Got my cat off my back. I just don't want my back going to sleep. I don't know if it would fall asleep, but whatever. So our second game in the season was a 3-1 loss to Arizona on home ice. So we're 1-1-0 in our first 2. We're going on a road trip after this game, looks like, for a bit. A game against Minnesota is another loss, 5-3. Game against St. Louis is a loss. So we're 1-3-0 to start the season. Not the best start we've ever had, for sure. Game against Anaheim, 5-1 win. There you go. That's a nice win. And the game against Arizona again is a 4-2 win. So now we won 3 in a row. Pretty good games, looks like, too, for goal scoring and defensive stats. So 4-3-0 in our first 7 in the first month of the NHL. Let's go up to December 1st. And then maybe we'll check and see if there's been any transactions and how our players have been performing within those first few games. So we got some morale, and Leon Draisaitl wants more ice time. So I guess maybe he's not on the power play. We have to change that. It might be Hosang on the power play again, so we'll just quickly edit that. Because I don't want Leon complaining about his ice time, because Leon's a pretty decent player for us. So let's see, Leon Draisaitl, there he is. Let's see, is he on the power play? No, he's not, but Josefson is. But I don't want Hosang on the power play. I'd rather put in, where you are, Draisaitl. There you go. So yeah, Draisaitl, who has better faceoffs. Josefson has 73 faceoffs, so that's actually not that good of faceoff stats. And Draisaitl 82, so we'll do that. And we'll put, Josefson on, wait, what's his shooting wing? Left wing. Okay, let's just switch the 2 around. So that's our power play lines now. Okay, that's good. So now he should not complain about his ice time because he's on the power play. At least I hope. Because I don't think there's much more ice time I could give to him. So let's go up to December 1st still. 4-3-1 in our first 8. Hopefully we have a month where we just go with a really good winning streak to help us into the playoffs. So we're 5-4-1 in our first 10. Game against Edmonton is a shootout loss, 6-5. Wow, what an offensive game that was. 3 straight losses now, so it's not looking good, at least early in the season. There's another loss, so that's 4 straight losses. Game against Columbus, make that 5 straight, and that's back-to-back shutouts against us too. So, we might have to make some line changes. There's another loss. Holy shit, these losses are piling up this month. I don't know if it's just because John Tavares is on the wing or not. Let's edit scouting assignment. Let's go to the WHL for a month. So yeah, look at that, guys. We're losing a lot of games. I might have to make some line changes. There's a win, though, against San Jose. Can we get a winning streak going now? There's a loss to Boston. And an overtime win against Ottawa. So, yeah, that month was a really bad month. As you can see, we lost 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row before we finally won 1. And then we lost 1, and then we won 1. So, not a good end to that month at all. We're up here at December 1st now, though. And, yeah, we're back 8 points out of a playoff spot. So, we need to have a better month of simulation. Let's just check our player stats. Maybe we can make some line changes based on player efforts. But it looks like Velarde's having a good season so far. Yeah, Velarde's got 23 points in 20 games. Tavares, 20 points in 20 games. Dalcoli 19. Josefson, the youngster, has 15 in his first 20 games. So this guy is definitely having a very good rookie season so far. As you can tell, his offensive stats are very nice. Puck skills, shooting, and skating. And then he's also got some good physical stats. Decent defensive stats for shot blocking and stick checking. And then really good senses. So this guy's an all-around good player. He's on his minor league deal for 2 more years still too. So this season and next season. But anyways, Grimes has got 12 points. Hosang's 9 points only. Lucas Braun has 8 points to start off his career, so that's nice. Looks like he's growing in some areas as well. Gore has 8 points. Ramsey's got 6. Draisaitl only 6 points, but no goals. That's not very good. We might have to make some line changes based on that. Grellinger's got 6 points. Strome 6 points. Looks like everybody on the team is putting up numbers at least, except for Day in our first 20. Let's see. Goaltending. How's McMillan been? So McMillan, not the best, and Soderstrom's not playing good at all. So maybe it's just goaltending that's not doing it. But let's make maybe some tiny line changes. Our first and third line was getting it done, but our second line wasn't as much as they should have. So let's see. Strome had good face-off stats, right? 76. We're gonna put Strome on center. Strome's close to retiring as well, so we're definitely gonna have to. Yeah, he might retire at the end of this season or maybe the next season. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna just try and move that Strome to the center role, and then have Prince and Draisaitl as the wingers. Yeah, I think that should be decent enough. Defensively, any defenseman that... oh yeah, we can move up McDonough, actually. Yeah, let's move McDonough up. Cole Day wasn't getting his... getting a lot of points, so we're going to put him down to the third defensive pairing. And goaltending, we're just going to leave it the same, obviously, so... yeah, let's just continue the simulation. Hopefully that those line changes help us. I don't want to screw up anything with the first line or the third line, because those have been the 2 lines that have been doing good for us. Like Tavares, Dalcoli, and Velarde have been putting up almost a point per game. So, and there's 2 wins to start off the month, so maybe those line changes helped. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out in the long run. There's another win and a loss, but we've won 3 of our first 4 to start the month, so hopefully we turn it around after last month's terrible streak. There's a win and a shootout loss, so at least we're getting some points now. Hopefully that continues into January and February, and as well March, I guess, in the end of April, or the bit of April. There's another win, so we're 12, 13, and 3. We're still probably not in the playoff spot, but we need to just have a month where we don't lose a lot. Scouting assignment. Let's send out our scout to... We have scouted all of Canada already for forwards. We actually should scout for defensemen. Yeah, let's scout defensemen in Canada again. I should have actually scouted defense at first, not forwards, because we have a lot of prospect forwards now, so time to go back to defense and see if we can find a new defenseman. Trevor Riemsdyk, no thank you. So at least this month was looking better, but we still had a few losses in there. But definitely a better month than last month. And we got some player morale. What is people complaining about? So Leon Draisaitl, he's having some good performances. So I guess it's good that we moved him over to the wing. Maybe he's better on the wing than he is at center. And last game of the month is against Dallas. Is another loss. So we're 14, 7, and 3 up at January 1st. Not too good at all. We're only 8 points back though of that last playoff spot, so that's not the worst. Let's see if there's been any transactions, and then we will continue simulation. So there's only been 1 trade: Connor Hellebuck and a third and Lashoff for Cam Fowler. So Dallas is getting a defenseman and Anaheim's getting a goalie with a prospect and a 3rd round pick. So not too bad for both teams in that trade. Yeah, let's just continue with the simulation. So I'll check the player stats at the end of the season again, just because I'd rather get most of this all of the season done in this episode. So let's go up to February 1st, and then we'll see if there's any more transactions. We have a lot of games this month, so hopefully we go on a bit of a tear. But we started off with a loss, and there's an overtime loss, and there's a win. Game against Pittsburgh, who's actually playing very well this season, despite the fact that they lost Crosby and Malkin, I think, both a few years ago. And yeah, we're losing a lot of games, so I'm going to make maybe some more line changes, because this is not looking good for us, as we're dropping out of the playoff picture quite a bit. But then again, this year's a good year for rookies, so if that stays true, maybe we get a nice player to replace, like, say, Tavares down the road. Like, Tavares is dropping off. He's listed as a second line forward now too, so, but yeah, hopefully we find a good player at the draft if we do not make the playoffs, and then next season we make it back to the playoffs. But let's see, what line changes should we make? Braun has 77 faceoffs, so yeah, I forgot he was a centerman. Let's do that actually and see if that works at all. And then this line, they've been playing probably better than they were before. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave that the same still. But yeah, I think eventually we have to make maybe a trade again at the deadline. But I'm not sure who for what yet, so I guess that will also be in this episode. Our HL team though is playing very well, so despite losing Josephson, the AHL is doing good. There's 2 wins and then a loss. Scouting assignment. Go back to defenseman in the WHL. Yeah, we're 17, 21, and 4. This is not a very good simulation for us. There's another loss and a shootout win. We just need a lot of points, so hopefully we have a month where we win like 10 in a row or something. And we're 20, 22, and 5, so we're almost around 500 again. Reed Boucher, no thank you. It's a good player, but a decent player. At least he was with New Jersey when we played New Jersey in the playoffs. There's back-to-back losses to put us to 20, 23, and 5 at February 1st. Not good at all. But our HL team is 30, 13, and 2, so more likely our HL team is going to make the playoffs. But we are 6 points back, so actually we could still make it. We could still pass New Jersey and Carolina. But we also might have to catch Pittsburgh for that last spot, because maybe both wildcard spots are going to be in the other division. So let's just check if there's been any trades other than that one before. Nope. Okay. So yeah, we're going to just continue to sim. See if we could get back to 500 and maybe better than 500. So yeah, let's go right up to the deadline. Hopefully we have a good month this month, or else some players are probably going to be getting moved. 5-2 loss against Pittsburgh. There's a game against Carolina, and it's a win, so that's a big win because they're a team we're chasing. We're actually offered Jonathan Drouin for Barnes in a third. Let's just check let's see how good Jonathan Drouin is. 84, but he's 31. Yeah, I think he retires usually pretty young, so no thanks. There's another win, Reed Boucher. So we're getting some offers, but no one I really want at the moment. Game against Montreal, that's another win. So it's 3 straight wins, and we got some player morale. John Tavares, what do you have to say, buddy? He's thrilled with the playing time. Yeah, Tavares is probably going to retire at the end of the season, guys, so at least we drafted Josephson, because Josephson could definitely take over the second or third line center role, or second or first line role. So probably by next season, because I think he's going to grow a lot. Considering he had a good start to the season, hopefully it's continuing right now, because we haven't checked in a few months. But okay, let's go defense in Quebec, and then we'll go defense in other places, like the US, I guess. There's an overtime loss. My first round pick, no thank you. I'm not trading away my first round pick, because with us playing the way we are, I don't know if we're going to make the playoffs. But we're 26, 24, and 6 now, so we have a bit of a above 500 record. But there's a loss to Carolina, who's one of those teams we're chasing. Loss in Kraus in my third for my first round pick. I don't really want to trade my first because we're hopeful, so I don't know if we're going to make the playoffs. Lawson Kraus is an 86, so that's a very nice player, but obviously we already have a bunch of left wingers. Well, without Coley and Gore, eventually is going to be good, so unless he doesn't grow. Okay, so John Tavares is still happy with the team, how they're performing. He always likes demanding, so I'm always just going to do demanding. At least we're having a decent month, catching back up to with maybe one of those last wildcard spots. Game against the Flyers is a loss, and game against Pittsburgh is a win. So up at March 1st, it goes still to the deadline. Up at the trade deadline, we are... Okay, I don't give a shit about that trade, honestly. We are 28, 27, and 6, so just around 500 pretty much. But we are currently 6 points back of the Devils, so we definitely need to start putting up more points. Save that. I wonder who has been getting it done and who hasn't. We'll check the player stats, and then maybe we'll make some trades. Let's just see if there's been any transactions. So, trades. So, yeah, there's been some trades. A lot of trades, actually. So, Zach Fucale has been traded to Ottawa in exchange for a second-round pick. Ian Scott, who was actually one of the picks way back in the first year's draft, I think, was traded to the Winnipeg Jets in exchange for a second. New York acquired a second and Tiny Bermanis for JT Miller. Kyle Kaiser has been traded to Toronto from Boston in exchange for a third. Hampus Lindholm to Buffalo in exchange for a first and a third and a prospect guy. And Shane Goss's Bear has been traded to Dallas in exchange for Luukkonen, who's a goalie, LaRose, and Novus Sotslev. So those are the trades at this deadline, kind of. Well, just a bit before the deadline. Let's see what we could trade for. Let's browse the trading blocks. See if there's anything we could go after. Trading blocks, browse trading blocks. Okay, so Vatanen. Anybody? Alexiak, no thanks. Julian, Malcolm Subban. Nick Leddy. Get Nick Leddy back. But he's on a 3-year deal with Chicago. Back in Chicago, wow. That's kind of funny. He signed back in Chicago, trying to win that cup. Pesci, no. Doesn't look like anything huge. Shaw and Beaulieu. Galchenyuk would be nice, but obviously we can't go after Galchenyuk. Pulkkinen, 1 year left, that's not bad, but Bossier, DeHaan. Calvin DeHaan's dropping off a lot, but he's with the Suns AHL team, I guess. Artemi Panarin's also on the trading block. He's also pretty nice of a player, but nah. Jones and Cassian. Tarasenko's up there, so St. Louis's dynasty is probably coming to an end. But yeah, there's nobody really interesting available, so we're just gonna run with it and finish the season. Maybe we'll make moves during the off season, but hopefully, with the experience that most of our players have, we could have a good month and push our way into the playoffs, even though I don't know if that's possible. Let's see if we could do it, though. There starts off with another loss, so there's back-to-back losses. That's not good. Even against Toronto as an overtime loss, so yeah, there's 4 straight losses. That's not good at all, and there's a win, though. That's not good to have that much losses when you're trying to get to that playoff spot. Let's go another 4 and see if we need to make any line changes. Game against Florida, that's a 4-1 win. Another game against Florida, that's another win. Those are 2 big wins. Setting out our scout to let's go to US, I guess, for defense for 1 month. Game against Washington. That's an overtime loss. Game against Ottawa, another overtime loss. It's not good that we're losing in overtime. Like, we should be getting that one extra goal to win the games, especially against teams like those. Game against the Flyers is a loss, and there's a win over the Rangers. But yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be making the playoffs this year, guys. There's another win and another win. So we're actually playing better, though, this month, it looks like. But still, I don't think we're going to be making the playoffs. Trying that good old reverse psychology method. And there's another win. So we're playing better hockey at the end of the season. There's a loss. Let's see. Players are losing morale because of ice time, apparently. But yeah, we're 5 points back of the Flyers, so nobody's clinched yet other in our division other than the Pittsburgh Penguins, so we're 5 points back only. How much games do we have left? We still have a chance. Let's see if we could win a few games and get into that playoff spot. Game against New Jersey, shootout win, that's a big win. And game against Minnesota is another win, so 2 huge wins at the end of the season, or close to the end of the season. How close are we? We're 4 points back now, and we're also closing on Carolina, so let's see if we can get... Oh, that game against Carolina is going to be huge, if we could even catch up to them. See, game against Columbus, there's another win, guys. Game against Carolina, Nick Leddy's team. Can we win against them? This is a huge-ass game, and we win 1-0 in a shootout, so we got 1 point out of it. But we're going on a bit of a streak here at the end of the season, and we're tied with the Philadelphia Flyers, but we have less regulation wins, so it might come down to ROW to see if we make the playoffs or not. Come on, let's continue this streak, guys. Game against Dallas is another huge-ass win. Wow, goaltending's playing great at the end of the season. There's back-to-back shutouts for, I think, the first time this season. Let's see, how are we now? We're still tied with them, but I think it's the ROW that has them ahead of us. Come on, guys. We just need to win these last 2 games of the season, and maybe we will make it. Game against Washington. Oh, that's a huge loss. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs now. No, we're still tied with Philly. So it comes down maybe to this last game of the season. Let's just check the team standings. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to make the playoffs, guys. I don't know if we can make it. Entire league. Well, not entire league, actually. Let's go to Eastern Conference. So, we're in that last playoff spot, but I think they usually give it to the people in the other division, I think. So yeah, we could it comes down to this last game of the season, probably. But, maybe not. If we get more points in Philadelphia, we'd take that spot. And Philadelphia loses, so... Because Philadelphia has more ROW. But yeah, we might make the playoffs. We might not. I don't know. Because it says we haven't clinched, obviously, because our division is too strong this year. So, last game of the season, can we win this game? And hopefully Philadelphia loses. If Philadelphia loses, then we win, then we make the playoffs, I think. Hopefully that happens. Set it to 8 times, and Curtis opens the scoring for Buffalo. Soderstrom's in net, god damn it. Shane Prince ties it up. That's a huge goal for Princey. And it's 2-1 for them after the first period. Frederick Gauthier giving them the lead. Second period, oh my god, they have a 3-1 lead going into the third, and we lose 6-4. We had a huge push at the end, but I don't think we're making the playoffs now. Tavares, Day, and Scrimes, but they get 3 goals as well, so damn, that sucks. 3 stars of the game are those guys for Buffalo. But yeah, I don't think we made the playoffs just because our division being too strong. Yeah, like, look how our division was. 5 teams made it in from our division, and it looks like we're not going to just because of... Let's see, edit scouting assignment. Go to defenseman in this... Yeah, let's go to defenseman in Sweden. Find the next Erik Karlsson for our team or something. And yeah, we did not make the playoffs this year, guys. Even though we had like 89 points, We did not make it just because our division was way too strong this year. As you could check right here, like literally our division was super strong. If you go to the Eastern Conference, we finished in a playoff spot, but Buffalo takes that last playoff spot just because our division was too strong. So Buffalo manages, oh wow, the team we lost against too. So yeah, Buffalo manages to take that last playoff spot. And yeah, we basically don't make the playoffs along with people like Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Boston, New York Rangers, the Devils, and the Sens. So almost all the original 6 teams did not make the playoffs this year. But so that's that. Let's just check our player stats for the season, and then next episode we'll be back at the draft. Hopefully we get somebody good. So Dot Coley finishes with 68 points, Tavares with 67, and yeah, it's probably going to be his final year because he's now a third liner in 84 overall. Velarde's a 66, or with 66 points. Josefson with 55 points in his rookie season, so this guy I'm very excited about. 20 goals, 35 assists in his first season. Reinstrom had 51, Drysdale 48, Hosang 36, Grimes with 34, Prince with 32, Ramsey with 31, Gore 29, Pilak 28, Braun had 26 in his rookie season, Savard 20, Grellinger 18, Tarasov 16, McDonough 12, and Day 11. So our entire team put up some good numbers actually. Goaltending wise, McMillan played 64 games with a 2.5 goals against average. It's not the best, but a .917 save percentage. So pretty good actually for 64 games. And Soderstrom played 19 games with a 2.93 goals against average and an .899 save percentage. So he did not play good at all. And while McMillan actually had 7 shutouts this season, and Soderstrom had 1 shutout. So that's our goalie stats. Let's just check our minor league team stats for the season. In the next episode, we'll actually do the draft, and we'll also sim our AHL playoffs because our AHL team more than likely made it. So let's see, Lucas Winchester, 44 points. Any other good prospects down here? I don't think so, really. A lot of them are, but whatever. So that's that. Let's just check goalies actually in the AHL 2. Wow, Gallant played pretty good, 2.04. Yeah, some good performances from our goalies down in the minors. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Islanders Gym Mode. So in next episode, we will watch our AHL team's playoffs, and we'll do the draft in the off season, hopefully all in one. And yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you guys next time.